This video was brought to you by HashRush, a MMO RTS that you can earn in-game currency, gather resources, conquer your foes, trade items, unlock skins, customize your world, mine valuable crystals, and climb the leaderboards. This is an amazing game that looks like it's going to disrupt the space, so be sure to check it out. Head over to hashrush.com today. Yo, what is going on, homies and omets? Welcome to the video, and today we got some pretty big news. We have David Yu coming out with this video about an airdrop. Literally, this video just came out 15 minutes ago on the hour, so we're gonna check it out. We're gonna jump over to the video. Welcome in Enemy Fuzzball, Meme Lord OG, and the community Woot Woot says, let's effing go. LFG says, Wybera, yeah man, let's go. Shout out to you, OG in the house. Best Sussa Game says, please make a Ruby Pass giveaway in the next video. Hey, I can actually contact the team and we can maybe get some stuff going again. How about that? If you would like some Ruby Pass giveaways, maybe we'll do that again. I am definitely up for it. Let's go. What up, Kyle? Yo, Palace, Zachary, and Roy in the house. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Enough of the shenanigans. Well, let's get right into it. But first, let's put it on the screen. How about that? There we go. There we go. Gotta get the video in there. Okay, so let's pause the music. Let's go ahead and pull this up.
Hi, Veve fans. I'm David, co-founder and CEO of Veve. Just want to make a special video to shout out to all the fans that have participated in our first one-of-one David Warhol piece. In making and marking the celebration for this special event, we want to thank all the participants who has placed their bid in the auction of this one-of-one on this opportunity. And because of that, we want to give you a free airdrop in the coming weeks from Ron English and myself on a special piece that for all the participants who had participated in the auction for the first piece. I want to take this opportunity also just to let everyone know that this is a new program that Veve is running, and we're looking forward to your continued support and having you to place the bid in all the other upcoming one-of-one pieces. Until then, thank you so much and hope you guys all have a great week.
All right, so there you have it right there. In case you missed it, you get an airdrop if you bid in the one-of-one auction as a thank you. And secondly, they're going to continue to do this program for one-of-one auctions here in the future. So this is pretty exciting just to participate, and you're going to get airdrops. I think this first NFT or this first airdrop is pretty cool. It's the very first time you know that there's a one-of-one basically auction, right? So I think this is really cool, and it kind of feels like a POAP, right? Like a proof of attendance protocol where you participate and you get an NFT, but it feels a little bit more so because it's a Ron English piece, it's an artist, and I think this is really cool. So let me know in the comments or in the chat what you think as well. How do we get an airdrop? I bid 2K, LOL, only 26 short. Yeah. So very interesting news, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. We know that the initial bid went for, the winning bid went for 40K, but that person didn't pay within that amount of time. So he, or that person, whoever it was, had to drop out, right? I don't know what's going to happen to their account. Is it going to get suspended? We don't know, but probably he will get like a temp ban or something like that. Who knows? But the actual winner is Dr. Profit. So we're actually going to go over here and see if I can pull up his information. By the way, we're going to cover some news over here I'm seeing on Paul Barron's channel in just a moment as well, so you can kind of see the thumbnail as well. Let me just actually pull up my tweet here of Dr. Profit. All right, so as you can see here, so it looks like Dr. Profit won after all. His bid for 28K. So the actual NFT and utility, David Yu utility, pun intended, goes to Dr. Profit. So yeah, so that Darley 77 I don't know what happened to them. I don't know why they didn't pay. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear their side of the story later. Yeah, so I have a feeling that's going to become like a inside term in the community, like poolside, like don't be a darly, or are you going to darly all in and YOLO? I don't know. Is that going to become a meme in the community? Let me know in the chat. Danny says, when do we get the airdrop? So that's a good question. It said in the coming weeks, I believe, is what David you said. So let me hop on back over to this video here.
Just want to make a special video to shout out
Let's watch it again.
The fans that have participated in our first one-of-one David Warhol piece. And making and marking the celebration for this special event, we want to thank all the participants who has placed their bid in the auction of this one-of-one on this opportunity. And because of that, we want to give you a free airdrop in the coming weeks from Ron English and myself.
So he said the coming weeks right there. So it may take a couple of weeks or a few, but nonetheless, you're going to get an airdrop if you participated in the one-of-one auction, whether I guess you bid one gem all the way up to whatever, right? So I guess it's a thank you and a participation kind of NFT, if you will,
on a special piece that for all the participants who had participated in the auction for the first piece. I want to take this opportunity also just to let everyone know that this is a new program that Veve is running, and we're looking forward to your continued support and having you to place the bid in all the other upcoming one-of-one pieces. Until then, thank you so much, and hope you guys all have a great week.
I mean, look at him. Look at David Yu. He just looks like a nice, like listen to that. Like, I mean, come on. If I was gonna, like, I don't know. It's just David Yu is such a likable founder is what I'm trying to say. Like, come on. Like, you know what I mean? What a guy. I don't know who decided that. I don't know if that was his idea. But nonetheless, I'm pretty thankful. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty cool. I'm excited because I don't know. I wonder how many editions it's going to be as well. I am curious to see that, because I know not everybody bid on that auction. I think people, I saw people on Twitter as well kind of speculating, like, if you bid on it. David, you even hinted. I was actually going to bid before all that. I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. David, you just loves to do things like this. And he kept saying, maybe this is the D. This is the that's coming. Like, maybe we get a special piece of airdrop. Time will tell, though. Taylor Smith, what's going on, man? I remember you. I think you usually hang out in the Telegram chat, if I remember right. One of the OGs in the community. Also, in other like macro news, I just wanted to point this out real quick because this is very interesting. All right, so hang with me. Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT liquidation begins. Now, I've been hearing on the Newsvine that people were lending their Bored Ape Yacht Clubs for like actual money loans or crypto loans, and crypto has dumped so badly that they're getting liquidated out of their Bored Ape or their Bored Apes. So that is absolutely crazy. So the overall market is just performing terribly all around, right? I mean, let's just take a look at the charts here. All right, so it is blood red. Just scroll, you don't have to take too far of a look. Like I just scrolled down on the entire market and look at that, just blood in the streets today. You can see here, 7-day loss, 20% is like an average. Like I'm just scrolling down here, 20%. Like look at this. We're gonna take it from the top, 12%, 18%. We have Solana down 22%. We have Polkadot down almost 20%. Shiba down 23%. Lido down 18. Avalanche down 21. Polygon down 20. So Veve is what's going on the Veve marketplace is being affected by a macro. Okay, so we can't. I know a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people everywhere are going a little crazy. All right, this is just panic from the macro, right? And you have people that Maybe they need to pay bills. Maybe they just want to take money off the table to reinvest even lower. Whatever the strategy is, it's kind of causing a spiral effect as well. It's kind of what happens, in a crash, right? Because people don't know where the bottom's out. People are panicking to get out. Maybe they see like an OG or somebody in the community like selling all their stuff, so they might want to do the same, right? So it's kind of like this self-fulfilling prophecy, as somebody said on Twitter as well, which totally agree. And this is what I knew was happening as well. People just panic selling, right? Because they don't know where the bottom's at. People are trying to time the bottom as well on Veve. And so this is why we're seeing some of the collectibles kind of take a hit, is because exactly that. And people are trying to come up with new ways and arguments to kind of say like, oh, like maybe this isn't, valuable anymore. Well, the fundamentals of Veve haven't changed. They're still first appearances. They're still iconic comics on the app. So nothing has actually changed when it comes to the fundamentals. So people that are injecting like, oh, well, maybe it's the team, maybe it's they're not delivering on certain things or certain items. Well, some of that is some of the case, like on deadlines may have not been met perfectly, but they have continued to deliver on those, not to defend the team too much, but they have delivered. Reese hopped on an AMA, they introduced cash out, they introduced KYC, they introduced a bunch of other things, right? And now that's kind of what's left is going to be the MCP OUP. And we have gotten hints that the MCP or whatever is going to come pretty soon. I would imagine, I've always estimated quarter 3 or 4 or next year. I always said quarter 4 or next year, basically. And that's exactly what it seems like it's going to happen. If they deliver earlier, then that's good, because that's basically what they said before. So yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are on the macro of what's going on in the marketplace. Essentially, my kind of insight and analysis. People are kind of doing crazy witch hunts on Twitter, blaming it on influencers, blaming it on, some random person. Who knows, right? But look at this. This is the entire crypto market, just blood red. So when the world economy is in terrible shape, that's going to equate to everything in the entire world. And when it comes to investing, stocks, crypto, NFTs, collectibles, right? They're all going to get affected. Okay, so this isn't a Veve thing as so much it's a macroeconomics thing, right? On the channel, I always say, and I always repeat this, is macro. Check, look into the macro. What's going on in the macro? People are like, oh, it's Bitcoin's down. Again, you can't blame Bitcoin. You have to take a look at what's beyond Bitcoin, because if you're always just looking and paying attention to Bitcoin, you're always just going to be reacting to what Bitcoin and reacting to what everything else is going on. You have to be looking at the entire macro. So in the event with the Ukraine situation, you could have made an educated decision, okay, this is bad for the world economy, and then made a quicker, more educated decision based on some other event in the macro, right? Instead of waiting for the Ukraine event to actually fully realize, and then the economy after that to take the hit. And then by the time you get down here, you're finally reacting because of Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, right? Or whatever YouTuber or whatever said. So you have to really understand macros and how things work in the world, right? And people, it's okay. Some people may be new to investing into certain types of assets or whatever, and that's okay. A lot of people got overextended. I definitely get that. Definitely hurts. It's a sting, but I think we'll get through this together. Obviously, I've been saying that we are technically, this is a recession, right? But this is where the money is made in the long term, all right? If you had enough dry powder coming into this bear market, you are probably pretty excited and pretty happy right now. Personally, I'm not flinching. Now it does on the inside, emotionally kind of painless, right? Or kind of painful, right? But, if you are looking at it long term, there's always rebounds, right? I've been here 21K Bitcoin. I remember back then people told me that Bitcoin was never going to get to 20K. Bitcoin was never going to get to 10K. Bitcoin was never going to get to 5K. And look where we here. It went all the way to 60K this past year. And I see the same thing happening on Veve. This isn't my first rodeo, and I think people are just kind of emotionally, and it's hard because these NFTs, you get emotionally attached to them, right? And I think that's what's happening here is you see people on Twitter, social media, Facebook, people get really emotionally attached to this. Look, nobody could have predicted the world was going to take a huge hit like it did. Nobody predicted that Russia was going to go into Ukraine. Like nobody knew that, right? And to blame somebody or blame Ecomi, blame whoever, and I think that's just silly because you should have been paying attention and things like that. So yeah. And I'm in the same situation. I wish I took profits back in January. A lot of people wish they did, right? But this is a good learning experience. And I've admitted a billion times that, even I got emotionally attached to these NFTs. Like when it comes to crypto and stocks, I'm so emotionally non-emotional. I'm like a robot. But this is a new, like, I've never invested in NFTs at this level before. And I think it can be hard to kind of part away from some of your NFTs and take some of those gains off the table. But a lot of people in the app, the market kind of shows that a lot of people are in this for flipping and profits. But I think we're seeing an accumulation on the bottom of collectors. We're starting to see new comic collectors come into the app. So it is getting exciting again. So I am actually pretty excited that we are here today. I know it's not exciting for some. I get you, and I do feel for you. And that's part of me too. Like I still have a lot of collection that is down big time, right? Like I don't want to sell at the very bottom, right? All right, back to chat. Let me get to you here. What's being airdropped? We don't know exactly what it is. It's probably going to be a Ron English piece. So I'm pretty excited about that. Is it known exactly how many people put in a bid? I doubt it's too many. We don't know yet. Steven Duarte said 7. I think there's more than that because a lot of people on Twitter has put in bids. Market is tanking and Todd and UR. Vader just came home to me. Hey, congrats. Keep paper handing peeps. I'll take them all. Hey, congratulations on that pickup. That is a solid pickup. People are saying, fudding Todd. I've seen this before, right? We've been in a major dip in the Veve market like 2 or 3 times. I think this is like the biggest one so far, probably. But in relative, like these collectibles are still up from their retail price. I mean, yeah, it's like people want these collectibles just to make them like to make them rich overnight, and it's just not going to happen, right? And this is a part of investing. This is a part of the overall, this is just what happens in investing, right? You look stocks, they go up and down. Like there's world economies, like, but if you pull it all back and you shrink it to a 10-year chart or a 5-year chart, it's like a progressive, it still goes up, right? Like the S&P 500, like that S&P has always went like up. But if you zoom in super close on the daily chart or the weekly chart, it looks like this. And I think people are so like honed in on the market right now. They're so honed in the Veve community, and they're so honed in that they forget to take a step backwards, right? And it's just funny. So let me get back to the chart here. Skeet says, NB Fuzzball, hi, I always enjoyed lurking and checking out content. Hope you're doing good. Yo, what's up, Skeet, man? Always good to see you in the chat here. Skeet, the OG, 30 watching, 6 likes. Get those likes up, people. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Skeet, the OG, man. Are you still doing the drops in Discord, by the way? It's been a while since I've been in there. I need to get back in there and say hi. I used to love hopping in those shows. Those were really fun. So it says here, yeah, I've been lurking around, LOL. He says airdrop is a surprise gift for all those who participated in the 101 auction. It will be out in the coming weeks, and just for those who bid in the first auction last week. Now that's cool. I love that, man. Like you get an NFT for participating in the first auction. That is super cool. Sweet, glad I bid, even though it wasn't much. Was saying 7 thumbs up. Oh, well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. How many do we have here in the chat? Yeah, we got 47 or so. Pretty cool stuff. Thank you guys, every one of you. Thank you so much for hopping in the stream today. It is always much appreciated, fam. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the market on Veve. So we got the tracker here pulled up as well. So we're going to analyze a few of the macro market. Shout out to Rootless Girl for making this as well. You can support her on Coffee. Send her a dono if you're feeling special and feeling nice and kind. Just go ahead and do that. All right, cool. By the way, none of this is financial advice. This is entertainment only. By the way, we got my screen over here on the side. No big deal. All right. Cool. Just had to check my chat over here. Okay, back over to here. I just want to say hi on the side. Plus, I wanted to show you guys my comics over here. What comics do you think I should put on the rack here? I've been seeing people start pumping, or not pumping, but promoting Batman 125 on Twitter. Maybe I should check that out. It's like FA Failsafe, apparently. It's like a new... Yo, my collectibles in the house. Yo, what is going on? Much appreciated, fam. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Shout out to My Collectibles, man. Running a top-notch AAA quality stream over there on your channel quite often. Really love to see that. And yeah, it's all about community as well. What an amazing person to have in the community. Steven says, what are your thoughts about Hello K dumping his vault? Man, that is a loaded question. That is loaded. You know, I think it's Hello K, just he's doing his own thing. He said it a few times. Maybe he's waiting for Dragon Ball to come to the app. He said he was going to ape in there. I think he really likes to stack. I think he's starting to become more of a stacker than a collector, right? And I think that's okay to collect things he likes. And I think at the end of the day, for him, that's going to work maybe for his strategy, for whatever he's got going on. Now, I will say you always want to stay in line with yourself, your finances, your situation, your risk tolerance, your risk appetite. Never copy what somebody else is doing. If you see another OG, we don't know what's going on in their life. They could have a medical bill to pay. They could have, maybe they want to invest in some other coin. We don't know, right? There could be many situations. What I do know is I'm seeing more comic collectors come into the app and buy some of these Grail NFTs and these Grail comics, which gets me super excited. So whatever's happening over here, I'm excited, actually still excited over here, right? So I don't know where I was going with that, but it was 40K, not 28. Yeah, so 28, it actually ended up being 28 because the first guy or first person didn't pay Veve, so it went to the second highest bidder, which was Dr. Profit. Hey, it's Aaron from Canada. Yo, what's going on? Wait, so your name is Garrett, or Garrett on YouTube, but Aaron from Canada. Okay, all right, I see you. All right. So daily actives, the total active wallets. Now I think this is just like back and forth, like maybe buy selling collectibles. I'm not really sure what. Let's see if this information bubble. And not really like information on how one wallet, or like how a wallet could be active, right? So definitely interested to see what that looks like. Really kind of slower growth the past like week or two on new active wallets. Not really surprising in a bear market though. We have buyers and sellers kind of meeting. Kind of the past couple days have been about even Stevens here, and really just kind of volume slowing up. This is good for me. This is actually a good sign. This is volume, all right? So when I'm looking at a traditional chart, like a stock chart, I pay attention to volume quite a bit, all right? This is one of my favorite. This is like my hallmark move in trading, is I look at the volume and I look to see where things are oversold. If I see things that are oversold and the volume start to slow and kind of dry up a little bit and move sideways, I'm like, yes, this is the accumulation part. If the volume's not really high, that means people are not sure what to do. And usually you start to have a big move shortly after. Now this volume, it's only been slow the past since August 13th. And the trading world, things can move pretty quick after the volume just goes sideways and kind of dries up a little bit. People are just kind of on the sidelines and waiting, kind of like, what do we do? And this is what I really pay attention to, is this volume right here. So let's pay attention to that, continue to monitor that. I think we could see some bottoms here. People I think are in the bottom, it's going to go a little bit lower, or it's going to keep going. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical on that. I don't like timing the bottom. I think it's dangerous. I think it's you just have to be careful. I come from the crypto stock, and even I've traded Forex, and you just never want to time. You don't want to be timing the bottom, because what happens is, like, you sell everything, you're waiting for that bottom, and then boom, the price just, like, you just never know. It just depends on what you're collecting, but you just don't want to be sitting on the sidelines and then just like trying to jump on something when it's like already on a trajectory, you know what I mean? So I don't like the time to the bottom. You know, we are in a weird economy and worldwide, so I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. Nobody has a crystal ball, but what I do know is the fundamentals haven't changed, right? We still have the best NFTs, like in the NFT space on Veve. Like you have the best iconic superheroes, the first appearance of Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. You have all the amazing comics on the app. So I think the fundamentals literally haven't changed, right? Now OUP, MCP, those could definitely help and aid in the collecting in the app. I think that will definitely help there. But in terms of fundamentals, those haven't changed at all. So yeah, you got drop participation. Kind of been, I guess, I don't know if we had any drops in here, but it's been pretty much the same. Like if you look at this here, I guess you have unique buyers. That's what we need to be looking at, the blue bar. So it's down a little bit there, but again, I think the Disney princesses sold out. So yeah, that's pretty good in terms of that. Let's take a look at top 100 wallets real quick and head over here. So also let me check my other chat just super quick. Bear with me. All right, cool. All right. So let's go here to the charts. Daily net accumulation. So this is down as well. Whales are slowing up the accumulation. So they're kind of on the sidelines as well, is what it looks like. So the net sales, look at this. So you got more purchases. So in the past like week, no sales. So look at these whales. None of them are really selling off, right? This one sold off like 96, but the past week, look at this. A lot of these top whales are just holding on to their NFTs. Look at this. So purchases, look at the sales, not very many sales. You have like one whale selling off like 271, but still bought 117. Like, so yeah, I think this is pretty significant metric right here. Look at this, 0 sales here. I'm not sure how accurate this chart or this, data is, but I think this is really interesting right here. So not a humongous sell-off. And I know obviously we saw some users or like one OG sell-off like Hello K, but look at this macro though. This tells a big story right here. So I think that's very interesting to look at that. Let me refresh over here. See if we're still logged in. I guess we could come over here to NFT tracker and see if we can just take a look at the tracker here. Marvel Comics #1, we got coming in at 11,420. Spider-Man is under 10K at 9,600. Pride at 865. Superman 565. Man, Superman's on discount at the dollar thrift store, man. Like, what? You can get him at the clearance section. Todd McFarlane, you can pick him up at the clearance section. 1245, down 5%. Amazing Fantasy 15 common 418. You can pick that up at the clearance section as well, and the clearance aisle. Amazing Fantasy, this one's holding pretty good value, 15, right about 15,000. Not bad at all. Remember I said 15 to 30K, we experienced fluctuations. It's back at 15K. Anything under 15K, I would probably say it's a good deal. So we may continue to see this one dip a little bit more. I don't know how much it's going to dip. There's a lot of hype still around Amazing Fantasy 15, Secret Rare. So I don't know how much further that one's going to go. Emperor's Fist under 1K. Really crazy to see that. Partner Statue 4,200. I'm seeing a lot of the community start to like, man, should I sell something to, IRL to pick up some of these crazy grails on discount, right? So that's what I think we're about close, man. I don't know how much further the market can dip. I mean, you let me know. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think it's gonna people are like panicking, but like at what point does that panic turn into, okay, like it's time to turn on the jets again and time to start accumulating? So that's what my thoughts are, is when that switch is gonna flip. My thing is I've been kind of DCing at the bottom. So it's like Amazing Fantasy Common, for instance. I think I bought 2 at like 600, right around there. I bought lower mints as well. So like mid 3,000 mints. I bought 2 of those there. I didn't want to time the bottom. You know, I don't want to be caught at the with my pants down. So I bought 2 there. I bought 1 more around 500 or so. And if it keeps going lower, then good for me. I want to DCA to the bottom, right? I don't want to time the bottom. So that's my personal strategy. That's just my opinion only. Let me know what you guys are up to, what you're thinking. I know some other OGs are thinking it's going to continue to go, but I don't want to be timing that, because that's just a little bit too much for me. My first airdrop, yay! Yo, congratulations on that. That's pretty exciting. Let me take a quick drink of water, get back up to the chat. All right. Tim says, oh, really? Thanks. My collectible dude, did you hear about the airdrop for all David Warhol bidders? Yeah, man, we just covered that. That's insane. We covered that just a little bit earlier. Let me see if I can pull that back up. So yeah, this is pretty insane. So if you're just now tuning in.
I'm David, co-founder. And because of that, we want to give you a free airdrop.
That's
opportunity.
Insane, right?
And because of that.
So let's back it up a little bit.
In the auction, we want to thank all the participants who has placed their bid in the auction of this one-of-one on this opportunity. And because of that, we want to give you a free airdrop in the coming weeks from Ron English and myself.
Dang. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, if you placed a bid in that one-of-one auction, you're gonna get a NFT airdrop to you. So that's insane, man. Insane. Let's see here. My first, what's your opinion on Veve? I have mixed feelings on all that. In my opinion, I tried to set up an account and it wasn't working for me at all. I finally just gave up on it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't tried it out yet. I mean, I saw that like you can stake Omi to get those like premium features. So that is kind of cool, just that there's like some kind of staking going on in the community, and adding a little bit of utility with that Omi token. So good there. I haven't tried the platform out, but I've heard several people actually say that the platform wasn't working very well. So I would like to see them maybe sort out those bugs. But yeah, I'm not really sure either. I mean, it's hard, you know, it's like you want to celebrate new platforms moving in and things like that. It helps grow the community. And you know, I don't know. I don't know yet until I've actually tried it. So I don't like to speak to something I haven't really tried yet. So, but yeah, it's an interesting one there. At the very least, we get the Omi staking. The little fish got Boba Fett. You are at 133 gems. Can pass it up. Now at 300 collectibles and comics. Is the UR actually at that right now? Let's see. Let's go over here. Boba Fett's like always trending, I noticed. Like he's always up here. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so yeah, 130. Okay, you had me going. I was like, he went back up to 300. I actually still have mine. I don't think I sold it. So let me see if I still have it. So yeah, look at this. I got 4, baby. Let's go. Let's see here. Boba Fett. Yeah, I still got it. 1099. It's hard to let this go, man. I told you guys I get emotionally attached to some of these NFTs. Boba Fett is definitely one of those. And I just can't. I feel like it's a crime to sell them at these prices. Like, I think I had them listed for like a day, and then I had to take them down. I was like, no, I can't do Boba wrong. Like, I can't do Boba wrong. So, yeah, that's what it is about that. So, let's see here. My famous last words. My Collectible says, my gems are ready for another AF15 common, just waiting a bit, LOL. Yeah, totally agree. I think I'll pick up a couple more if the prices continue to go down. These are, this is where smart money really starts to take a serious look at, scooping some things up. Yeah, I do think the whales are kind of just chilling on the side too as well, though. Like seeing where things are going to play out. They don't really care about having to pay a little extra. But for me, I'm the inverse. Like, I want to catch it before it hits all the way at the bottom and kind of be prepared. I don't want to necessarily time it. But yeah, I agree. I think I'm going to wait a little bit more. I'll buy definitely a couple more for sure. Definitely, I'm thinking even about selling some IRL stuff as well. And just like, if it continues to go, I'll get rid of some IRL things and buy like four more AF-15s or something crazy. I don't know. It's just too good. It's so good. The prices are so good. Just excites me. Let's go. Where are the winners if you bidded? I think there's just one winner, right? And then the rest of them get airdrops. So there's just one winner, Dr. Profit. Maybe I'll get the rare. Ooh, yeah, rare. I wonder what the rare is going for these days. Let's take a look at that. 450. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all for let's take a look here. That's not bad at all. 1000 editions. Man, that's good stuff right there. And this homage cover is just beautiful, I think. I think this is one of the best rares we've seen on the app for sure. Gets it, brother, says Crypto Gaming. Hey, what's going on, man? Slider says Veve has the biggest IP and it's the bleeding edge of AR technology. When the AR technology catches up with them and AR VR gets mass adopted, Veve will be able to showcase their true potentials 100%. Slider is always spitting facts in the chat, like especially when AR really pops off. Like Apple Glass drops their AR glasses. I think it's going to be massive, and people are really going to be like, oh my gosh, like, I think it's just going to have a better use case. Let me go back to, let me see if maybe I don't have it on my chat here. I thought I retweeted, oh, shilling Randy has no eyebrows, by the way. That was pretty funny. I thought I retweeted K. K has some in reels. I've done some in real AR glasses videos on my channel. It's one of the better AR glasses on the market, but really people don't know who they are, right? So I think when Apple drops their AR glasses, it's going to change the entire game, and people are going to realize like how important AR actually is, and then the dots are going to connect like that. And maybe that's the next big catalyst for the next bull market for Veve NFTs as well. We do know that Apple has the AR glasses under wraps, and there's been leaks of them. Possibly they're going to drop it last year. Maybe it's this year. Maybe they drop it before Christmas. Who knows? I don't know. Like I'm always looking for those like major possible catalysts, right? And I think that's definitely one of those for sure. So the AR cloud's going to be insane, man. It's just going to be insane. It's going to be unreal. Let's see here. I'm guessing less than 5,000 accounts that bid, depending on how many editions, it could be valuable in a couple years. Yeah, 100%. I definitely think so. Because it's still, I mean, if they airdrop that, that's technically the first David Yu NFT. He said from him and Ron English. So it's from David Yu and Ron English. That's still technically the first David Yu NFT, the co-founder of the app. All right, imagine if Jeff Bezos or a huge big founder or whatever drop their own NFTs. You would probably want one, and it would probably be valuable, yes, long term or whatever. And I don't know if all Veve people are gonna see it as that, but I see it as that. I see the vision of that NFT, so I'm pretty excited about it. Maybe don't spit that alpha on Twitter, because I know people are gonna be like trying to flip it. Be my guest. I'll buy a few of those. All right, great work. Thanks, says Steven Friedlander. Hey, man, appreciate you for being a channel member. Shout out to you. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. No one can ever time the market, says Dan Chabel. Yeah, absolutely. Dan is 1000% right. You have the best traders in the world. I've listened to a lot of podcasts of them talk about the market and trying to time things, and it never works for them. What works for them is using fundamentals, using things that have worked time and time again, like you know, the trend is your friend. Like, you know, simple things like that. They have their own strategies and their own styles of trading when it comes to, like, I guess even swing trading or whatever. And investing is like everybody has their own strategy. And when you try to time things, that's where you can really throw your strategy off. And some people still try to do it, and, you know, at their own detriment, or maybe they put their reputation out there, and sometimes it might not work out for them, right? So it's tough, right? It's tough, very tough to time the market, because you can definitely look a little silly trying to time the market sometimes. And for me, that's not it. You know, I like to do educated stuff, right? Like, hey, this could be something here. Let's continue to monitor the charts, because anything could happen, right? I think for me, that's a better approach. And how I like to look at it is like, let's take an educated look at this. Let's see where it could go, and have a plan A and a plan B, and sometimes even a plan C. So, you know, you have your stop losses, you have your take profit areas, but even then, like, even more so, you I don't know. I don't want to get into like a trading talk here, but yeah, you get my idea. But that's all I really got for the stream. I wanted to just update everybody about the David Yu airdrop, and I got to get back to my day here. And yeah, so that's all I really got. And much appreciated for everybody tuning in. And as always, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I will catch you guys in the next one. And shout out to everybody tuning in. If you like the stream, you know what to do, and hit that sub and bell so you don't miss any more streams like this. And share this with a friend if this helped you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe expand your thinking a little bit on how the market works. I mean, there's still many other things we need to explore as well, like the market cap and things like that. But we'll take a look at that later in a different stream, and things like that. So, but without further ado, I'll let you guys go about your day. I don't want to keep ranting on this end part of the stream. So I'll see you guys later, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.